Hello and welcome for pigs. My name is Gary Butterfield for pigs, and you're watching a Let's Play of Amnesia, a machine for pigs. Here I am in the basement. Pretty spooky, lots of shaking going on. Haven't seen a monster yet or anything like that. But they haven't introduced any conspicuous hiding places yet either, so... And yeah, this machinery is not doing great.
Hold still, for God's sake, hold still, child. Don't let it get into your eyes. I'm gonna rinse it out now. There. It will be fine. You just need to lie down. Enoch, look to your brother. How many times have I told you not to play in the cellar?
Yeah, pig's blood in his eyes. A little bit turned around. I don't know if this is actually where I'm supposed to go. Presumably so. It just gave me a new cutscene, but...
I told you he'd come.
I can't manipulate those little levers. Okay, makes sense. Is it a decontamination? Yeah, that's what it is. Storefront for pigs. Alright. The collar, the neck, and the noose. 2 cups of flour, 1 cup of water, a pinch of salt, a handful of mince, a bay leaf, an herb, a skeleton key for the nursery, and a mixing will go together. I wonder if these are actually real nursery rhymes or they just made them up. Because they're really appropriately creepy and old-timey-y. So they just made them up, you know, if they just made them up, good job. The Chinese room. So I'm in the town now, I guess?
I have such visions to share with thee. If my jaw be unshackled and you harvest the crust from my eyes, may you be clean and thus that my thoughts and words can unfouled be.
But then What if they could stand upright and walk as men? What if the brute were harnessed thus? Would they sing? Would they find their own god? I have seen these things, and I will tell you now, no. No, they will not. But they will happily accept fealty to a god thrust upon them, and worship it thus given. In this I realize they are no different to the masses. They are much the same as us. Once this irrevocable threshold is passed, I understand that we too are shackled and must be set free. To free the man, we cut the man. In order to cross that great evolutionary line, it must first be painted upon the ground. So like a little bit of like an Island of Dr. Moreau going on too, I think. Yeah. Oh, just a shirt drawer. Made some kind of sleeves. Creepy. Ah! I want to pull out the drawer full of years. In America, they talk of building their cities to the skies. To me, this seems folly, but perhaps it's simply a case of a nation founded without a history of its own. We walk upon our histories. They are compacted into the very loam beneath our feet. The engineers we employed talked of this. They talked of how, when building the underground trains, they would often come across older tunnels crisscrossing the capital. What palaces lie buried beneath us? We are digging, extracting, and reappropriating what we find. Fit the center of the planet, my architect tells me. There is a great iron ball. It is the egg of the world. Spooky. So something has presumably opened up. Yep. We integrate the very latest knowledge of chemistry, using low levels of a laudanum derivative in feed to subdue the product even before the initiation of the process. This means that when we drag them from the holding pens onto the line, they are less likely to panic and damage machine components, other products, or themselves. This section of the belt is sheathed in rubber and kept well lit to maintain good spirits, and we have actually found that the intelligent placement of gramophones and simple acoustic amplification tubes around the line means we can use music to further soothe the product. We find Dubuisset particularly effective in this regard. Spooky. I'm not wearing protection. Just because it doesn't feel as good, am I right, guys? Listen, if you're having sex with a machine for a pig, you gotta wear a full body condom. Ah! Something about the way that thing's head moved I did not like. I know I did it, but I was not expecting it. My cat's making noises too, just to make this extra spooky. Truck fueling. Okay, cannot do anything with that yet. I have to hook something up to it. Something like this pig. That's just creepy. Ugh. 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 Good night. Imagine, they say, a machine one day that might think like a man, as if this was to be desired. One might almost boast of creating a man who breeds like a pig, men and women upon all fours, rutting carelessly, ejaculating their filthy little missives into the streets, alleys and gutters running freely with the careless spill of their conjoinings, the air thick with the whimperings of lust, bodies streaked by their own emissions. We have created a world where man is so utterly debased he will spray his seed over passers-by, and yet this is the condition Babbage aspired to. No, this is not the machine we seek. Such an entity should be nothing less than a deity, and we would fall upon our knees and worship it. We shall not carve gods to bicker and fornicate. They will exist to clean the world and set us free. I reject Babbage, as I reject these men of government. Let the pigs copulate in the gutters whilst they can. We shall scoop them up and ease their ascension soon enough. Do not like. Okay. I remember this place. This is where I read that note about playing music for the machine pigs. That's great looking. That's really spooky. Amnesia style fog going on. I always like how Amnesia is not afraid to do like thick, fakey looking fog. St. Danstan's Church. This church is connected to the plant. How odd. However, it does suggest another route into the main part of the facility, given the locked doors around the fueling station. The truck blocks my way, however, almost as if the saboteur knew that I might consider this alternative entrance. How in blazes are we supposed to meet the damn schedules if even the basic equipment we are provided with simply will not perform its designated function? These cursed newfangled trucks will only run a fraction of the distance my old nag managed before running out of stinking gasoline. The gaffer says it's fine, and there are plenty of pumps to refill them outside the factory walls, but you end up dragging a blessed tank from the truck to the nearest one to refill it, and the one in the storeroom is empty again. I can't be turning that crank handle all day only to find the tank is empty. Well, sod it, says I. Enough for a night, and to my bed I go. It's not like anyone needs access to the bleeding graveyard anyway. Harry, if you get this, I'll meet you in the Damson Templar for a jar. So there's a tank on this truck that I need to take to a fueling station. That's probably where the tank goes. So I've got to find a tank.
Come on, Papa. Let's climb this one. I can see more pictures at the top.
This canister looks as though it might fit the fuel pump I saw earlier. It certainly carries the same fetid, unholy reek. I will not think of that which I saw pass me in its cage. I will not gaze again into that dark machine room. A more immediate task presents itself, the opportunity perhaps to gain access to St. Dunstan's. The game knows I do not want to go into that pig area again. And that's where it's going to make me go. Great. Thanks, Amnesia. A machine for pigs. tense. I'm avoiding pigs as best I can because I am a scared little boy. Hurry! Dear sweet Lord of all that is good as holy, hell yeah, I must make my escape. Grasp this container and its putrid contents and flee this place before that creature, that nearly man, returns. I will head for the church. Surely such an abomination could not follow onto hollow ground. Yeah, you keep telling yourself that, buddy. Oh. I winced on my way past those guys. Because that's how I am. I'm a real coward. And of course that pig mask wasn't there before. Ah! Everything is scary. Alright. That might be my cue to call it for this episode. Is that enough time? Scared, might need a break? Okay. I'll continue a little bit longer.
This way, Papa. Come and see. Will it hatch? Can we take it home?
Yes, my darlings. Of course we can take it home.
There's my first real look at one of the pigmen. Nice and fucking spooky. If I get to like a major puzzle room where like, okay, I'm gonna have to be, you know, futzing around with a lot of levers and shit, I might take a break. This seems like it's probably a good time to do that. Livestock and Bibles. Lily dancing on the table, her eyes aflame. This love burnt into his heart scarred from the heat of this love, of his love dancing. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna read my diary and call it. We sat here, I remember. We sat in our black, and we mourned, and we prayed, and we bowed our heads. How I hated God then, how I spurned him. If this is our Lord, this pig who roused me of my wife, then I refute his embrace. I will carve a new God for us all. Such madness, such a fool I was. If such blasphemous ravings had remained within me, I would be doomed. But even here, I feel the machine throb beneath the flags, and I know my path awaits me. Alright. Time to save and quit. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and join me next time. It's probably going to come out once a week. I want to space these out a little bit since I'm busy and I haven't had time to record a lot of Let's Plays. So it's probably going to be one Dark Souls, one Machine for Pigs a week for a while. Anyway, thanks for watching. And yeah.